If you're honest, you will admit that as a mom, once in a while, you have those days when your kids are driving you absolutely crazy. When I was a young mom and my kids were small, whatever was making them bounce off the walls, I sometimes wondered where I could turn in my resignation as a mom. And my kids would just be doing things that got on my nerves. And often I resorted to ignoring the behavior, or I would just try to hide either in my room or the bathroom. And eventually my stress levels would soar and they would rise to the point where I just lost my temper with my kids. Since not dealing with it wasn't really a good option, I decided I needed to find something better. I'm Marisa from Call to Mothering, and I encourage and equip moms who are raising toddlers to teens. Today, I am sharing 9 simple tips that will help you handle those days when your kids are driving you crazy, and so that you can keep your sanity and temper. Number 1 is give them your undivided attention. I found that when my kids were aggravating me a lot or seemed to be acting out a lot more than usual, the best thing I could do was drop whatever I was doing and pay attention to them. Often all our children need is just a little bit of our time and attention. And sometimes they're acting out because they're not getting that attention. A great way to do that is to provide a snack for them. Just a place where they can interact with you and just talk to you. A time where you can ask them questions. And so set aside some cheese slices or some fruit and raisins, some crackers, and just sit down with them at the table and talk to them for a little while. The snack also fills their bellies while you are filling their love tanks with that attention that they crave. Sometimes hunger is a contributing factor to small kids' misbehavior. So it does 2 things. It fills their bellies, and that time fills their love tanks. So it's a win-win. And usually after that time, they'll be ready to go play nicely. Number 2 is go outside for a walk. Vitamin D and sunshine is great for kids, and it's really good for you too. I found that going outside, just getting some fresh air, reduced my stress levels when things were just kind of escalating in our house, when the noise level was rising and kids were getting cranky. So it did wonders to clear my mind and just bring down my stress level. And then I wasn't as bothered by all the noise or the bickering. But going outside really helps our kids use up that energy that that's pent up, that they have to get out. And if they're not releasing that energy, they are inevitably, doing that, getting it out in other ways, maybe sometimes destructive ways, or in ways that are less than pleasant. So that boundless energy that makes them bounce off walls can be redirected into going outside for a walk. Number 3 is read to them. Let them choose one book, one of their favorite books, and read it to them. Then tell them that if they'll play quietly while you are doing whatever it is you need to finish up doing, then you will read them another favorite book of theirs. Number 4 is play with them. Often your kids are just bored, and a few minutes of you playing with them will give them just some more ideas of what they could do. You can even pull out a few special toys that they don't normally get to play with. You are giving your kids some attention by engaging in play with them this way, but you are also redirecting them into creative and imaginative activities when they were just about to test the limits of your patience. Number 5 is show them some affection. Just like with time and attention, our kiddos need a loving touch from us to fill up their love tanks and recharge. So sometimes I would rock my toddler, or I would pull my older child into a bear hug. And these actions went a long way. usually all they needed was that connection point with me that communicated that I loved them and that there was, that I appreciated them. And that was usually all they needed to calm down. If you're enjoying this content, please subscribe so you don't miss any of my videos and share with another mom who would be encouraged. Number 6 is sing with them. Kids love singing, and it's great to get their need for being heard and expressing themselves out instead of shouting and yelling. And music does affect your spirit. It can improve your mood and also reduce your stress levels, depending on what kind of music it is, of course. So sing out happy, joyful songs with your kids and grab some instruments to go along with, whether that's store-bought or homemade. And if you've got some of those memory verses set to music, even better. Number 7 is go for a ride. All kids love to take a trip. So if needed, pile everyone into the car and go for a drive. Even if you just drive around without a specific destination in mind, like the park or the store, just having that change of pace and scenery might be enough to distract your kids from the grumpiness that they were feeling or that fight they were about to get into with their sibling. Number 8 is provide exercises for them to do. This is great for when it's raining or too cold to go outside. Exercising keeps their little bodies active. So again, they can release all of that pent-up energy. This could be dancing or jumping jacks or even squats and lunges. Finally, number 9 is let them help you. Let them help you with what you're doing within reason. If it's, if it involves something that they can be involved in simple ways, like maybe the laundry, they can fold clothes or they can match socks, or some light cleaning, such as dusting or sweeping the floors. Giving them or allowing them to help you with some different chores around the house just kind of invites them into what you're doing. It makes them feel helpful, seen, and useful. And it is great for giving them a task to focus on when they would otherwise be idle. You may be surprised when you let them help how much they're actually capable of. So the next time your kids are driving you crazy, try these 9 tips. Thank you so much for watching, and remember, you are not just a mom.